of you have requested a capsule wardrobe for work. So in today's video, that's what I'm going to share. The 12 wardrobe essentials you need for a work capsule wardrobe. Now, even if you don't go to an office for work, I don't either. The pieces that I'm going to share, I wear regularly in my closet because they're actually really versatile. So while they would work in an office environment, they also work for my regular life. Now, when it comes to your work, whatever your work field consists of, whatever your location consists of, whether you go to an office or you work from home, you want to dress for the job that you want, not the job that you have. Unless the job you have is the one you want. But I always recommend to elevate your work style to match the job that you want if you're not in that job yet, because you'll be looked at like someone that is successful and ready for that job position. I had worked with a 30-something-year-old woman to help her elevate her style. She was used to her 20-something wardrobe where she had pieces from Express and H&M and J. Crew and Gap, and that kind of filled her work wardrobe. Now those pieces are fine, especially in your 20s, you're just kind of starting out, you're getting in at the base level for most positions, most jobs. But when you're getting older and you want to move up the ladder, you want to elevate not just your actual work, but you want to elevate what you're wearing, how you're perceived in the office. The way I worked with her is that we started to incorporate more high level, higher quality pieces into her wardrobe. And as we did so, we would take out the pieces that were kind of more for her 20-something. Another thing I recommend when doing any kind of capsule wardrobe, whether it's for work or your regular life, is to stick to a neutral palette. You want to stick to ivories, creams, beiges, camels, grays, blush, black. Those are the colors that you're going to get the most use out of. And you also want to stick to solid colors and pieces that are higher quality. So you're going to have less pieces that are of higher quality, but you're actually going to be able to make a lot more outfits with them. So now I'm going to go ahead and go through the 12 must-have pieces that every woman needs for her capsule workwear wardrobe. Item number 1 is a classic black blazer like this one. I have had this one 8 years, 9 years. I've literally lost track. I have had it tailored because the sleeves were a little too long when I first got it, and it was totally worth the investment because I have gotten so much use out of it. Now, what I do recommend for a capsule workwear blazer, to have one that's not just for work. You want to have a good classic black fitted blazer like this one that's tailored to you, but that you can wear whether it's going to work or whether it's daytime, and even for a night out. I wear this one with a white t-shirt, jeans, and a pair of heels to go out. I roll up the sleeves to make it more casual, and I just feel like it's a really versatile piece. Now, I'm not going to link this one because I've had this for so long, they don't make this one anymore, but I will link some other options down below. The next item I recommend is a classic black slim fitting pant like this one. So these are my all-time favorite pants that are just the best in my opinion. They fit really great. I've recommended these again and again to clients, and they're high-waisted, they draw everything in, and they have structure to them, but not so much structure that you can only use them for work. These I wear just for a night out. I'll pair them with a pair of heels, a little silk blouse, and they're just a beautiful option to have in your closet. And I'm gonna link these exact ones down below because they are literally my all-time favorite black dress pant. The third item I recommend is a pair of navy dress pants. Now, these are the same ones except in navy that I just shared. And again, I'll link these down below because they are that amazing. They're the Rag & Bone Simone for those of you that may know that. Now, you can also do a gray, you can also do a beige, but I like the navy personally because I feel like navy is more versatile to not just wear for work, but also to have for your regular life. I wear these with a white blouse or a white t-shirt even, and I just feel like the navy can really work from day to night. It can work from office to play, and I just love that. Now the next item is a neutral sweater like this one. So this one is a blush, which is one of my favorite neutrals, but again, your neutrals could be blush, ivory, black, gray, beige, camel, pretty much anything that you can wear with a lot of other colors and navy. It's a lightweight sweater, which is what I recommend having for a capsule wardrobe because you can wear this in the spring, you can wear this in the fall, you can even wear this in the winter. So it gives you a lot of versatility versus something that's really heavy that really would only be appropriate for the winter, or something that's really light that would really only be appropriate for the spring or the fall. It can work with a pair of dress pants like I just showed you a moment ago. It can work with a pencil skirt. It can really work with a lot of things to elevate your capsule wardrobe for work. The next item I recommend having is a neutral cardigan. I really do recommend having a neutral, kind of a lighter neutral, and also a black, because I do think you will get use out of both of them. I do like an open style, one that's kind of more fitted and classic like this one. This is a shawl collar, but I do also like the ones that hit kind of just below the waist at the hip that are simple buttons in the front. So that's one of the styles that is out right now. But I think both of those are pretty versatile, and you can wear it for work, or you can also, wear it for going out as well. So I love a good cardigan. This one is from Bloomingdale's and it comes in a ton of colors. I'll link it down below, but I just think it's super versatile, and not just for work, but for also all year round in your regular life. The next item I recommend is a silk blouse like this one. So this one, again, it's my favorite neutral, a blush, but it's from Equipment. This is kind of their signature silk blouse. It does run true to size, and I love it because it actually fits really nicely. It's tailored to my body. I didn't have to get it tailored. It actually just kind of tailored on its own. It does come in a bunch of colors. One thing I do recommend though, if you're more busty, you want to skip pockets in the chest area because it just accentuates an area that may already be accentuated on its own. So you want to skip the pockets if you're busty, but other than that, I just think a silk blouse or a silk-like blouse will just really elevate a look. It doesn't also have to have buttons. If you're somebody that maybe if you're more chesty or you're kind of slimmer in the waist and you might need the waist taken in, but the buttons or the gaps between the buttons kind of show, there's two things I recommend doing. You can have a snap sewn in, which is super easy between the buttons, and you don't see it. It kind of gives you that extra coverage there. Or you could do a more temporary solution and do double-sided tape between the buttons there so it doesn't gape. Now, if I'm going to wear this shirt for the office, I would wear it with my blazer. I might do it with my black pants, or I might do it with the navy pants as well. I just think blush and navy go beautifully together. And if I'm going to go out afterwards, maybe I'm going to roll up the sleeves and add a heel to this blouse. So again, it gives you that versatility. You could wear a cardigan over it if you want to make it more conservative. There's a lot of different things you can do with a silk or silk-like blouse. The next item I recommend is a silk cami like this one. Now, if you don't like the spaghetti straps, you can also do kind of a wider strap if you're more comfortable with that. Now, this would be great in the office because it would go under something. You can just have it peek out a little bit. If you have maybe a sweater that goes over it, it can go underneath a cardigan, it can go underneath a blazer, but then easily transition to evening out afterwards. If you're going out after work, you can just take whatever layer you have on off and you have this beautiful silk blouse. And again, it's easy to style with either the pants I showed you before, the navy or the black, and I do have a skirt coming up that is also a great way to style a little silk cami. But I think a silk cami in a neutral solid color is a must for your work capsule wardrobe. The next item I recommend having is a dress like the one I'm wearing. You can't see the full head to toe, but it's just basically a dress. It can be any style of dress. And again, I recommend having it in a neutral and in a fabric that is lightweight enough that you can wear all year round. And you want to have a dress that's easy enough that you can layer a cardigan or a blazer over it. If the cardigan, if you want it to be a little bit more casual, or the blazer if you have more of a professional work meeting. Sheath dresses are great if that's more your style. It doesn't really matter the style of the dress as long as it's classic and neutral and fits you well. Those are the main things you want to focus on for whatever dress is part of your workwear capsule wardrobe. Another thing I would recommend about the dress is make sure it does not come any higher than just above the knee. You want to make sure it's work appropriate and also that the neckline doesn't come too low. So again, if you're busty, you might want to do a little snap. Say you have a dress that's lower like this one, you could do a little snap by the tailor and it just comes up a little bit more. Or you could wear the silk cami underneath. Those are some minor things you can do to make different styles or different cuts of dresses work for your workwear. Now, the last article of clothing I recommend for your capsule workwear collection is a skirt. So it's a skirt that you love, that you feel great in. This one is a pencil leather skirt. Now, while it's leather, that may not be appropriate for all offices. You can, of course, just have it be a different fabric that feels more conservative if you're in a more conservative workplace. But If you are kind of in a more business casual setting, I think a leather or a full leather skirt, pencil skirt works wonderfully. This one comes just above the knee. Again, you don't want to go too short with your skirts, but it's fitted. So this pairs beautifully with either that sweater I showed you before, or it pairs with the silk cami and the blazer, or even the blouse. It gives you lots of different options. And if you don't really love the pencil skirt style, another great option for a skirt style for work is the midi skirt. So if you feel more like you like the longer pleated skirt, then a midi skirt would also work. Again, you just want to make sure it's a solid color and a neutral color so it will go with a lot of things from your wardrobe. And you could wear the long midi skirt with your silk cami, your silk blouse, the blazer on top, the cardigan if you want to make it more casual. There's a lot of versatility in these pieces as long as they're the styles that are classic and the colors are solid and neutral. So you will easily be able to mix and match all of these pieces. So there are two different pairs of shoes that I recommend having for your workwear capsule wardrobe. It's a neutral shoe and a black shoe. Now again, depending on your work environment, your work culture, if you're more business casual, that is going to determine the style of your shoe. But for the purposes here, I'm going to show you guys just kind of if you're in a business casual or even a more conservative office, you want to think about having a neutral pump. Pumps are just, again, the most versatile. These are great because they're not so high and they're actually super comfortable. And you want something that's closed toe for the office. So again, it's more appropriate for work. And these again are so versatile that you can wear them out of the office just as well as wearing them in the office. And again, you want to have a neutral because the neutral will pretty much go with anything else in your wardrobe, and whatever it doesn't go with, your black shoe will. And here is my black pump. So same idea here. It's closed toe. It's a classic style. I've had both of these for years. And because I bought them in a classic style, closed toe, the heels weren't too high. I made sure they were comfortable enough for me to be able to walk in for a few hours. They were great investment pieces. And again, that's the thing with a capsule wardrobe. These are your investment pieces. This is your foundation of your wardrobe. You want to focus on quality, not quantity. You want to use most of your wardrobe budget for these capsule pieces. And the last thing you need for a capsule workwear wardrobe is a structured bag or tote like this one. So the style of bag and the size of your bag really is preference and what will work for you. So this one for me fits my iPad. It actually fits a fair amount of things that I need for work. So it's really easy for me to just use this one. Now, if you're somebody that brings your laptop to work or has more things, you might want to go for a bigger structured bag in a neutral. But again, a good structured neutral bag is the one bag I recommend having for your capsule workwear wardrobe. And that's the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you got some good tips, go ahead and give this video a like so other people just like you looking for videos like this can watch and benefit as well. And if you're new here and want to see more how-to style videos from me, go ahead and click that subscribe button for new weekly videos. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. And if there's other videos you'd like to see, go ahead and comment down below what those may be. I would love to support you on your personal style journey. Hope you all have a great week, and I'll see you in the next video.